once though, because it's fun.
It's once to just do it. Okay.
Yeah.
What we've been talking about something for a very long time. It is fight week. Brawl in the Berg 13 is this Saturday night. But what is this?
Would you look at where we are, ladies and gentlemen? A brand new podcast studio deep in the heart of Bridgeville, Pennsylvania.
So we have been literally working day and night. I mean, putting this studio together was a lot of work, a lot of financial investment, a lot of sweat equity, and now we're here. And guess what? On Thursday, we're going to have a time for you soon, but Thursday will be our first official podcast from the new podcast studio. We're going to have a special, huge guest from you, our good friend of the show and our good friend, UFC legend, the Death Star worthy, will be the first guest.
There's really no other first guest to have. It's kind of got to be Kama. He's the man. And plus, he has a fight coming up October 22nd. So it's the perfect double dipping of having Kama because he's awesome and he's Kama, but also having Kama because he has a fight coming up and something to talk about. So it's the perfect 1-2 skiddly do.
1-2 skiddly do. So wait. It's 1-2 skiddly do.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other phrase you were trying to bring back? You were saying
holy cannoli's back. That's already
cannoli.
back, dude. We don't even need to bring that back.
It is fire. Guys, this is exciting stuff going on. This is the 247 podcast studio. We're going to be putting on a bunch of different podcasts here. You see the logo for this podcast, but I mean, there's so much excitement going on. Have we really told people about 247 Live?
I don't think really. I mean, we briefly talked about it on the last podcast when we talked about how to order the Brawl in the Berg 13 pay-per-view, which there was a little Brawl in the Berg 13 lanyard that's not there now. I was gonna show it to the camera, but it's all right. It's all right. Brawl in the Berg 13, Monroeville Convention Center this Saturday, October 1st, will be our first one on stream247live.com. So the podcast will also be there. This one isn't, obviously. This is kind of just a test, us kind of showing off for you guys and getting our feet wet with it because, like Ryan said, it's all very new for us. I thought you kind of would just set it up, plug some stuff in, and be good to go. But we've had to learn over weeks and weeks to get to here. So I hope this looks and sounds good. If it doesn't, though, I'm sure we'll be making a lot of adjustments on the fly. So,
I mean, if we've run tests. We have kind of tested here, put it on here, put it on there, and tweaked everything, and it should be sounding good, but we won't know until we actually listen. But I mean, that's why we're doing this. That's why we're here, and we are super stoked. Another big thing in the 247 Fighting Championships legacy is, we have a great podcast studio now. We're going to be really ramping things up.
Not just for us too, like you started to get to it, but if you have a podcast and you want to come use this space, it's set up and ready to go. Like we've got top of the line microphones, top of the line cameras, we got top of the line production. Everything about it is set up and ready to roll for your podcast too. So we could rent the space to you, save you a lot of money versus buying all this stuff yourself. I guarantee you that.
Man, to just put it in perspective, the amount of investment is ridiculously significant to have 4K cameras, to have, all of this stuff in here, all of the switchboards, the video switchboard, the audio switchboard. We have a production manager, Danny Palm, sitting behind the production desk. Danny, can you say hi?
Danny. He can.
Hello, people.
That's Danny. Right. That's Danny Palm, ladies and gentlemen.
And the one thing we're lacking right now is the Danny cam.
The Danny cam. We're working on that, though. We're going to have a production cam for sure at some point. So if you guys watch the Joe Rogan Experience, Danny is our Jamie. He's our young Jamie. We can be like, Danny Palm, pull that up.
Yeah, and that's what that TV's for. If you can get us on the wide screen, the wide shot, the TV back there that has the logo right now, we'll be able to pull stuff up so we can watch it. You can watch the same thing we're watching. It's state of the art.
It really is, man. It's been a lot of learning, I'll say. Like, I'm not the most tech savvy guy, but I can usually figure things out within a couple minutes. There was a lot of stuff that YouTube tutorials were very necessary. A lot of trial and error was very necessary. Just today, we were running some tests, and the cameras themselves on the walls and everything, their microphones were still on, so they were capturing audio, and everything was echoing like crazy. And we were like, "Where's this echo coming from?
Figure it out.
There shouldn't be any echo. I don't understand." And then Ryan finally was smart for like the first or second time in his life.
Really?
And he figured it out. Yeah. That's me giving
what
you
was
props.
my other
You're
one?
smart.
You're higher? Like,
Yeah, that is obviously the other one.
I was just curious. I mean, and the other thing, check out, like, this is a custom built table. We had it specifically built for the podcast studio. I mean, obviously you can see if you take have the wide cam on, literally built for us. It's awesome.
How much did you say this thing weighs?
I think it was 4 billion pounds.
Something like that.
Yeah, it
was a couple billion pounds though, for sure.
Yeah, and we never exaggerate, so it's like accurate.
Yeah, I mean, I lifted it, but like I'm incredibly strong, so I was able to.
Like,
but
you're
like most people couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, like Kama might be able to lift it, but you can definitely lift it.
Kama with his legs probably can. If he can like leg press it.
Yeah, we'll let him lay on the floor so he could do that.
Yeah. That'll be good. What was the table builder's name? I feel like we need to shout him out for the great job he did.
We'll do that on an actual podcast.
Okay. All right.
I mean, he did it. Okay. So this guy that did this did such an awesome job. The table's amazing. I would never complain about the quality of the table. It is fantastic. And I kind of scratched it up a little bit. So it's not perfect anymore. It was when we got it. So I am going to highly recommend his work. Just make sure you realize it's going to take him longer than he says it will. That's the main thing.
Nice.
Like, if he just tempered my expectation, like, everything would have been perfect. But like 2 weeks turned into 3, it turned into 4.
Yeah.
And he ran into all kind of problems because I had very specific things that needed to be a certain way. And
not you being particular. That doesn't sound like you at all.
What? Are you criticizing me?
No, I'm saying that doesn't sound like you at all.
You're lying. It does sound like me. But, I wanted things a certain way, and it is that way. He literally went through a lot to make it exactly the way we wanted it.
He did.
So we're super happy. We got to dust it off a little bit.
It is a little dusty somehow. Yeah. It's only been here for a few weeks, and it's already collecting dust. That's crazy.
Actually, it's only been a little over a week.
Wow.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't we pick it up like on a Monday or Tuesday last week?
I can't remember. I really can't remember. This has been such a work in progress that it all kind of runs together. But all I know is that it looks amazing right now. As we sit here, it's like, yes, it's finally ready.
And ultimately, we do all this for you guys. Like, we do it for, like, we want to have the best quality. We want to take things up a notch every single time.
Yep.
And I don't see, I see other people maybe like doing podcasts, but I don't see this.
No.
And this is where we want to take things to a different level. I don't see other regional promoters having their own platform.
Right.
So stream247live.com, which is 247 live, is going to be phenomenal. It's going to open up all new doors for all new people. And it's not just for us. That's the beauty of it.
At all. Yeah. I was just showing off stream247live.com today. And when you check out, you can put the fighter's name you're supporting, just like you do now when you buy a pay-per-view or like you did in the past. That's not going away. But the cool thing about it is that even if you're just signing up for a subscription, you can choose a fighter that's on an upcoming card as well, and he'll still get credit. So it's actually a way that fighters will be able to make more money. It's like Ryan said, we're trying to help everybody out. Like, Stream 247 Live is definitely for us. Like, yes, it's going to help us. No doubt about that. It's going to help the fighters. It's going to help the scene in general as well grow. And it's going to help other promotions too. That's one thing that we're working on right now.
And we're always thinking about, like, how do we're not going to build 247 by just like trying to lift ourselves up.
Yep.
We're going to build 247 by building the whole MMA scene up. That means building gyms up. We make a very intentional effort to let people know, hey, these are the gyms we work with. If you want to go train, if you want to do like this is the place to go. Like these are the places that you want to show up to. The whole Pittsburgh combat sports scene is going to benefit from this, and we're already seeing like people buying into that.
Yeah, absolutely. Which this is a huge step in that direction. And I caught a glimpse of it when I looked over there. I just want to shout out the fact that we are inducting Isaac Greeley into the 247 Hall of Fame on October 1st in Monroeville. We got his plaques made, and I just picked them up the other day. My cousin, Carrie Honestek, designed that. Carrie Parsons now, excuse me. She got married. Congrats, Carrie, years ago. But anyway, Carrie Parsons absolutely killed it with this plaque. I cannot wait for you guys and for Isaac to see his award in person. It looks incredible. So October 1st at the convention center, we're going to have a ceremony for that at intermission, during intermission. Ryan's going to say some words. Chris Dempsey's going to say some words. And then Isaac's going to take over and give his little speech. And then we're going to get back to the rest of the fights for the night. So you guys can't miss that. I mean, Isaac's so vital. The entire last podcast Ryan and I did, that's all we talked about. So I'm not going to ramble too much about it, but be there for Isaac. Like nobody deserves it more than him. And I cannot wait to give him the shine.
Yeah, it is. It was really cool. And Isaac reached out to us personally. And as a matter of fact, we have the actual Hall of Fame plaque. We'll give you a little teaser. It is in the other room, all the way in the front by where Big Rig's stuff is.
Big Rigs. Shout out Big Rigs.
Yeah, we love ourselves some Big Rigs. Actually, Hunter on his way here today, like he had a meeting this morning, and then he messaged me and he said, like, hey, you want me to pick up some Big Rigs on the way? And the answer to that question, there's only one answer that's possible, and that is yes.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I do want that for sure.
There is no part of me that does not want that to happen. And so we ate some Big Rigs and enjoyed that. And then, basically we were loving on that. Now, let me show you this. We were talking about Isaac's plaque. And this is some phenomenal work that was done to make this award happen. I don't know which camera we're on. I'll shine it to this one.
That one can see it best, probably, I would say. So that is etched slate on glass, on wood, on more wood. It looks absolutely insane in person. Like the mock-up, you guys probably saw the mock-up on Instagram, Facebook, and everything we posted. It looked cool. But the actual award is so much sicker than that mock-up. It is beyond what I expected.
So super stoked to give this to, Isaac. No one has earned anything more than Isaac has. And he's truly a hero in the Pittsburgh MMA scene and in the whole combat sports scene. I don't know how bad this echoes when I set this.
Yeah, I can hear it in my headphones a little, but I think you're good. Ooh, that was nice and gentle.
Yeah, I tried that. So if he goes widescreen, it's going to show that good. I hope.
Yeah, nice. Good call.
But yeah, super excited. Our first real podcast will be on Thursday. We will promote it with the time. It's going to be Thursday during the day, the Death Star worthy original 247 Fighting Championships lightweight champion, UFC superstar, came up with two of the biggest upsets in UFC in the year 2020, and is now fighting back at Washington at the Meadows on October 22nd. Today, the tickets went on sale. You can buy your tickets at 247fighting.com. But more importantly, for now, get your tickets for Brawl in the Berg this Saturday, October 1st. Yeah, thank you. October 1st. Get your tickets online now at 247fighting.com. We got a great card for you. We're going to have more preview of that. We're going to preview that with Kama. Talk about Craig Perry's fight. He's out of the academy. Talk about Jake Schilling's fight. Justin Patton is officially out of the Mat Factory now, but they're very close, and he was out of the academy for many years. So we'll talk about that fight amongst other things on Thursday. Super exciting.
Yeah, I mean, Kama knows everybody too. Even if he doesn't train directly with them, he's an encyclopedia of local MMA, so he'll be able to break them all down. And on that note, it's important to keep in mind, like, Kama's going to be our first guest here in studio. So for future podcasts, if you guys are interested, keep in mind, we highly want you to come to the studio. We still can do a Zoom type thing like we had been in the past. If like you're from, Alaska or something, then we can. But if you're local at all, like, let's block out some time and get you down here. It's going to be so much better. I mean, there's a reason, I don't mean to just keep tooting his horn, but he's obviously the gold standard of podcasting, Joe Rogan. There's a reason why he flies everybody into a studio and never does remote stuff. The quality is so much different. Talking to somebody face to face, like, being this close to Ryan kind of sucks right now, but for the most part, it's better to always be in person.
That's really hurtful. I would, if I had any respect for you, I would have cared. But like,
nice.
No, but yeah, this is an in studio experience now.
Right.
So if you can carve out, we're going to be doing these mainly during the week, during the day when most people are working. So if there's a time slot that we're going to be flexible to be able to get you in here and get you in the studio. It's in Bridgeville. It's right off of I-79. It's literally about 25 miles off of 79. No, 25 minutes off of 79, but it's less than a mile because you're in Bridgeville.
Right.
I'm just kidding. I'm slightly
the road
exaggerating.
work is like that though.
I'm slightly exaggerating. It takes like 4 minutes, but it seems like 4 hours because it's you sit there.
Yeah.
But it's literally right off the exit, and so shoot down 79, and we'll get you on the show, and it's going to be a blast. This is going to be hit up Hunter.
Hit me up.
Or email info@247fighting.com. Hunter@247fighting.com.
DM us on Instagram @247 Fighting Championships. That works too. Pretty much any way you want to contact us, we see it. We're usually pretty responsive and on top of these things. But yeah, we want to get you in. Think about it like for a fighter's brand as well. Having this video and clips and everything to help promote yourself, it's going to look really good. Like the production's going to be good. The sound's going to be good. Everything's going to be great. Go scroll your Instagram right now. You probably scroll, a couple posts. You're going to run into somebody on a podcast. Like that's very popular to cut up and help promote yourself, promote a topic. So get in here and we can, do that for you. We'll record it. Danny Palm be cutting them things afterwards so we can post it.
Yeah. And we'll give you a copy of it and you can cut it. Like you can put whatever you want on. And this is good stuff, man.
This is crazy. This has been a good test. I have greatly enjoyed this, Ryan. Thank you for joining me on the inaugural test run of our new podcast.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
But yeah, thanks for everybody for joining. Ryan said it earlier, but obviously Brawl in the Berg 13 this Saturday. Ethan Goss title fight. Justin Patton returns. Jake Schilling returns. Craig Perry, Elijah Davis. The undercard is stacked. All these amateur fights are insane. Isaac Greeley Hall of Fame induction that night in the cage, broadcasted live, stream 247live.com. It's going to be a banger. Let's have some fun.
It's going to be a banger.
Where they get tickets?
247fighting.com. Tickets always 247fighting.com.
Always. As a matter of fact, we try to make it so you can go to 247fighting.com and get anything you want, even if you want the pay-per-view, which is technically on stream247live.com. You can go to 247fighting.com and there's a pay-per-view link and it'll take you right to there.
Big facts. So we will see you all there. We're very excited for that show. And then we're whipping right around to the Hollywood Casino at the Meadows October 22nd for another huge card. October is going to be wild, and I'm here for it.
October, Pittsburgh MMA. Biggest month of Pittsburgh MMA history. Write it down.
Air horn. Air horn. Air horn. Yeah. There we go. New podcast tricks. Let's go. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back Thursday. Comma worthy in studio. See yous there.
See yous there.